Welcome to another Developer Let's Play. My name is Llywab Kenneth and this is Crashland. In this video we're going to look at Mission 10, which is called Swamped. This is Mission 10 out of 24, so getting into the mid-game. Quite a long mission, 8 minutes in length. Quite a stressful 8 minutes as well. We've got a lot of weapons. Hellfire is the new weapon in this mission. That's a lot of fun. We've got a lot of contacts. Jackals and buffers are the new creatures in this mission. In terms of perks, I've picked Turrets, which is the old favourite, Reaper, Berserker, and Spoiled. We'll have a look at them when we crash land. So this mission takes place in a swampy kind of environment. It's raining, there's a storm going on. It's called Swamped also because there's a lot of aggressive creatures in this game and they will very quickly kind of swamp you. So this is a Banshee there in the air, and there is a burrower here, and that thing will pop up from underground, so you've got to use the scanner, make sure you know where everything is. This is a Jackal, very aggressive, kind of galloping dinosaur crocodile thing. Based on a creature from Earth's history. I can't remember the name of it, but it's an apex predator of its day. This is so the Banshee. We want to take the Banshee down first because that's by far the biggest threat we've got. These are Terror Birds. Terror Birds they were the stars of the show in Mission 6, but now they're basically making a cameo here. All right, so this is a Buffer. Buffer will basically find the nearest alien and buff it, basically. The way to deal with this is to take down the Buffer. If you take down the Buffer, it will cause a kind of a feedback effect and take down the host creature as well. One thing I like about the Jackals is that the death animations are quite elaborate. I mean, a lot of creatures in Crashland, when they die, will have a pretty gruesome animation when they die. But the Jackals, I don't know. There's just something about them that they kind of got an over dramatic Shakespearean death to them. That's I don't know. It's a lot of fun to fight them. Something underground here. It's nice to be able to nail them with a grenade and then let them take it underground with them. These are poison ticks. You basically want to kill them when they're far away, or kind of blow them up, because they have acid. Basically, they'll release like a toxic gas, and there's acid and stuff that'll burn your health away. Okay, the Electrodon, invulnerable until it either zaps you, and if it does zap you, it will drain your teleporter completely. I don't want to risk getting zapped at the moment, but basically it will discharge electricity into you and drop your teleporter. Okay, this just happened. So now I'm basically very vulnerable because I only have 1 or 2 teleporters because of those aliens I just killed. So we want to very quickly take care of this. The best way to do it is to wait until it's discharged its electricity into you. And use that. So that was the Reaper perk saving my life there. The Reaper perk, it immediately cools down your. So if you shoot one of these kind of boom plants here, it will immediately cool down the boomstick, the powerful weapon, which means you can kind of use it, to lay down a lot of fire. They also give you 1 teleport back immediately, which just saved my life there because I was about to get eaten until I got that teleport. The only other way to get teleports is to basically kill things. So every time you kill something, you get one teleport point back. Not getting much luck with the Impaler here. The Impaler can be very useful for taking down those Jackals because basically 1 hit. I'll see if I can do it. There's one here. So I've just spiked it, and then basically, 1 electric shock and it's dead. Okay, this is a sandfish. These are horrible things. They burrow underground and then they pop up and ruin your day. You can turf them out of the ground with the chopper there, so that's a very useful technique to use. All right, new weapon. This is the Hellfire. Hellfire basically just burns through things. Not much range to it, but it melts anything that's nearby. Its alt fire will launch these kind of impact grenades that again do a lot of damage. Another perk I've got is Berserker. The way Berserker works is you'll notice my reticule is red. If I run low on teleports, it turns yellow. And that gives me a damage buff, basically. So I'm doing a lot more damage in that state. So it's kind of a risk-reward thing. Where if you are low on, if you're low on teleports, which does happen very often, especially if you're being aggressive or you're unlucky, it just gives you that extra 30% power. So that was a sand dragon. They burrow underground and pop up and bite you, basically. All right, we have a super boost here, which basically gives me a 1 second cooldown on this on the chopper, any kind of weapon I've got. So I can basically dominate using this. Hopefully dominate. I mean, you can still be overly cocky and get yourself killed, but the idea is you can basically just kill everything apart from this guy because it's it's shielded, but obviously it was low on health there. The last thing I want is a buffed sandfish, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so just very, very short-term kind of boost then allowed me to kind of clear the board a little bit. I'm going to take advantage and call down turrets. So if I shoot into the air, we should get a turret dropping, and that'll just give me a bit of kind of breathing. Oh, there's sandfish. So we've got the sandfish will actually cause that turret to waste a lot. So you've got to make sure that the right creatures are in place, and you kind of change the priorities of which targets you're going to take down in order to accommodate the strengths and weaknesses of the turret. Stuff that's burrowing underground, not that much use. The turret will basically waste ammo. Oh, I'm in trouble. Big trouble. I'm dead. Okay, so anyway, that's Crashland. That's what happens. I don't think I've only got to the end of one of these developer Let's Plays. You need to. Ears are important. Obviously what you hear. So I can barely hear recording this, but the idea is you're going to go through this mission quite a few times before you get through, and that's what Crashland is.